Some of the country's first black Marines trained in Jacksonville at the segregated Montford Point camp during World War II. Today, they're being honored at the 16th annual Montford Point Marine Day ceremony. Now, on your side's Olivia Wolfson has more.
These stars represent nearly 20,000 men that came to Montford Point during World War II. One of those stars represents Adner Batts Jr.
My granddad, he was very noticeable. When I say that, he had a very deep voice, tall. When he smiled, he'd light up the room. I never imagined that he was a Montford Point Marine.
Lavietta Batts Herring remembers her grandfather for his sense of humor and determination. She didn't find out until after he passed away that he was one of the country's first black Marines to train at the then segregated Montford Point.
My granddad had sent me actually a pin. It was a flashlight that said Montford Point on it. I still did not connect it to, but he was part of the organization. I had to do my own research. And when I did, I didn't realize the impact. Like, whoa, I have someone in my family that was one of the first to actually be a black Marine. He didn't talk too much about his service, but I do remember him talking about his dress blues. It's like, yeah, that's how I got your grandma. I wish now I would have asked more questions from my granddad. Just knowing the history, I could see why it wasn't really talked about, because it was a hard struggle for them being here at the time they were here.
Now she sits at the 16th annual Montford Point Marine Day ceremony in Jacksonville, where thousands of men like her grandfather are honored for their service.
If it was not for the Montford Point Marines, that would be, African-American general officers, African-American sergeant majors, these men were pioneers and they were trailblazers and they broke the trail.
Due to poor record keeping, there's still over 16,000 Montford Pointers unaccounted for.
We want the word to get out that if an African-American Marine, grandfather or father, served in the United States Marine Corps during World War II, 9 times out of 10, he is a Montford Point Marine. And we want to make sure that we award him the Congressional Gold Medal, and we will do so in an expeditious manner.
I'm proud that I'm part of that. As for being a legacy family member, just the legacy of it all.
3 families of some of those original Montford Point Marines were given the Congressional Gold Medal replica today for their relatives' service. In Jacksonville, I'm Olivia Wolfson, 9 on your side.